All right, welcome. Happy Sunday. Here we are, week 13 recap. We'll jump into the actual workouts that we've done here in just a moment. A few exciting things that happened this week. We did our first official block training, so we rode the bike, and then directly after we went for a run. Kind of cover more of that in the actual breakdown of the workouts. And then back on track for doing all of our workouts again this week. So, as you'll see, we only did 2 runs, but the mileage was where it needs to be, between that 12 and 15 a week. And we did do all 3 rides. So, let's go ahead and jump on in and look at what we accomplished this week. Here we are, map my run app, You versus the Year challenge. We are 254.57 kilometers out of 1,024. Let's jump on in and see where we actually stand in the overall ratings. All right, we're at 24% complete. We are still 2% behind for what we expected to be the year. However, we still have a 2% buffer remaining on the remaining weeks. We increased. We were back into the top 22%. We were at the 24% last week. And almost about 1/4 of the way done. Yep, just over 1/4 of the way done to the next milestone, which is 400 kilometers. So 150 more kilometers to go there. All right, looking at the overall leaderboard, looks like we are 48th. Looking at our age bracket, I think we were about 3,500 last week, about 3,419 again still this week. Not too terrible. And then looking at our age and our gender, and I believe we're right around that 2,000 mark. My goal is to always stay under the 2,000, which we barely are. Excellent. We'll take that for this week. And that kind of wraps up where we stand. So jump on in and let's go ahead and look at our individual workouts this week. So we did not do 3 runs, but we did do our total mileage because we did have a big run this week. So we started out the week with our long ride, 14.52 miles. It's the longest ride we've done to date. That was on the stationary bike, and I point that out because we actually got out on the actual bike, which is this one here, and did our first block training. So we rode the bike for 9.15 miles, and then directly after that, we got off and we ran a 5K. The transition was a lot of fun. Just had to put the bike in the car, catch my breath, tighten up the shoes a little bit. But we did basically a 5K there. And then as far as running goes, we did our last leg of the Triple Crown yesterday, which was a 15K, so 9.3. So that gets us basically 13.4 miles for the week, which we are happy with. We had a lot of fun in this race yesterday. It was a tough one. It was flat, but windy, and that wind on the stroller is a beast. And then we did our 8.5 mile bike ride today. Literally just finished that. So all 3 rides are done for a total of 32 miles this week. Ramping it up again, 33 miles next week, and within 3 weeks we'll be in the 40-mile mark. So looking forward to that. Push-ups are continuing to go well, and we will get them posted today. We are in the 90s now, 92 I believe for today. All in all, everything is going well and feeling really good. All right, thanks y'all. Okay, welcome back. Well, as you saw, we had a very productive week. We got all of our riding done. We had, again, 32 miles, did all of our running, just over 13 miles. Push-ups have gone well. The 80s were very, very difficult. 90s are okay so far, but I anticipate it's going to get harder as we go, as it has each week. We did get a few new items for the bike this week. We got the phone holder so we can get out and train and track the actual mileage. We got the safety light for the rear of the bike so that we don't get hit by cars. And then next week, we're going to be looking at purchasing the helmet, maybe some of the pedals and the shoes, as well as some of the clothing. And then I'm hoping that the weather stays warm enough that we can actually start working out in the water. More to come on that. There's a few swims that are set up in the spring throughout the week that we'll probably go join other people with. But all in all, things continue to go well. Thank you all for everything that you do support-wise, for keeping your eyes out on us, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.